Ready, Jasper? Dean, how'd you see that one?
Firstly on the whole event, to say, playing on Christmas Day, it'll be well done to the Kings for getting in a pretty solid crowd for the first time it was done. I guess we'll understand more of how it was viewed, and to see if it's something that continues and to grow. But it was a privilege to be a part of the first ever one, and we spoke about that as a group, and we had our American players kind of talk about they grow up wanting to play on Christmas Day. It's the day that they, that's the big day to kind of play other than the playoffs. And so whether we get to a point that that's something that our kids grow up and want to do and want to be on a big stage on Christmas Day will yet to be seen. But, it was a sacrifice for us, obviously, but, it's something that, we've done multiple times as United to try different things and to try and see the league grow. So, hopefully it was hopefully put on a performance that people tuned into. And what I liked about our performance today is that we got down heavy a number of times and we didn't quit. We just continued to fight back and made runs, and they finished on an 11-0 run there. So it was a lot closer game than the score indicates. I believe, but we just weren't good enough when we made those runs to try and get over the hump, and kept getting close, and turnover or a missed coverage at the other end, and credit to the Kings, they were good in those moments when we made a run back at them.
60 of 80 points scored by three blokes. Was it a case of maybe not getting enough from some of those other guys tonight?
Yeah, for sure. You'd love more scorers, and I think we probably set a club record in shooting 51 threes tonight, but it was a part of the plan a little bit, was to certainly move it and try and put our feet in the paint, and if good three balls developed, and then there was a patch in the second half where obviously we're trying to get back into the game, and we shot a few more, but I liked the way that we offensive rebound and pitched out for some of those as well. Obviously with Barlow with the concussion and CG out sick, there's some composure and some shooting that we were missing a little bit tonight, but it presented some opportunities, and I thought David Quera came in and really grabbed his opportunity tonight. Zach Triplett came in and gave us some good minutes off the bench as well. Isaac was pretty solid the whole night as well, and we probably should have got him a few more post touches as well, but credit to the Kings. They were better than us in key moments tonight.
How sick was Chris that he couldn't play but also couldn't sit on the bench? He tried to get up this morning. We changed his flight to try and give him every opportunity to come up, and he just wasn't capable of stepping out of the house. So he was pretty sick.
Just on the road, I think there's 6 games coming up now away from home. I know you don't want to make excuses, but just how big of a challenge is that going to be?
Yeah, certainly don't want to make excuses beforehand. We got a great challenge in front of us. We play. We got Adelaide and Tassie and a couple in New Zealand, and we feel like we've got to try to get to that 14-15 win mark to even give ourselves a chance. So the teams that we're playing, Brisbane a couple of times at their place as well. So if we make the playoffs, we deserve to be there. We're playing really good teams, and we're playing on the road as well. So what happens when the tennis comes to town and we're on the road, but we had a good month. We were 5-10, and we made a real run at this thing in December, and get a couple more bodies back and have a real crack in January and see if we can string some wins together that give us a chance to make the playoffs.
Now, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. You use the word sacrifice, but if this is something we look to do in the future with playing on Christmas Day, something that you'd actually like to host next year and years going forward?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Then the league will make the decision about what they think is going to rate the best. And I think if you look at the NBA, they reward the best teams in the competition and the draw cards of the league. And so I think that's what it should be, is that if you're one of the best teams in the league and we say this is something that we want to do, if it's successful, then the best team should have the opportunity to showcase themselves.
From a player's perspective, how was it to play today?
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. Obviously, Kings are a great team, so it's always fun going up against them. Obviously, CG was out, a bit tough out there. Missing our captains, we needed him a lot today, but I think the boys really enjoyed playing on Christmas Day, so it's good.
Dean, you spoke a bit about some of the defensive breakdowns that you saw, and a couple of times I think you pulled guys out to give them a quick message and get them back in. What do you put that down to? I mean, obviously Sydney's a great offensive team, but was there fatigue coming off Friday night and the travel and Christmas and all that, or is it just one of those nights where things weren't going right?
No, there was definitely fatigue, but so I think we saw it in the second quarter. We hold them to 17. Once we knuckled down, and certainly, our D-Trans, I thought in the first quarter was a real problem. We weren't picking up the ball very well. They just running it down our throat, and I thought just once we made a commitment to communicate and stop the basketball and drive some of their guards downhill, and our shot blocking, what we have 8 tonight. We protected the rim well when we had guys going the right way, and then we rebounded pretty well also. So yeah, there was certainly a mental side to it of fatigue. We had a lot of games. We haven't practiced very much in this month with all the games that we've played. So and then less bodies a little bit as well. But yeah, no excuses on that one. You turn up and we want to be a great defensive team. We want to hold teams to low 80s, and we weren't good enough today.
Can you speak a bit about Isaac? Because I thought this is one of the better defensive games he's played all season. Seems to be really coming to his own. And you mentioned yourself that got to find ways to get him more looks offensively. But where's he at? I mean, it's obviously been ramping up this season. Where's he at in terms of hitting his peak, do you think?
Yeah, I thought he's had a couple of performances that he probably would say were below par a little bit, and so it was really pleasing to see him come in tonight and have the impact that he did. And always against the Kings, it's always a matchup one to say, who do you put on Cooks? Do you put your 4-man on Cooks, or do you put your 5-man on Cooks? And so yeah, I thought he did a good job on both guys, guarding the 5s and guarding the 4s as well.
How did you find the atmosphere out there tonight? Obviously, a different sort of crowd on a Christmas night, and coming into I guess a different environment on the road. But how was it for you, Dave?
Yeah, it was great. A lot of families in the crowd, which is always great to see, and yeah, just a lot of families. The atmosphere was great. I mean, I haven't played here since last season, the first game. So coming back here, it's a fun place to play in. The crowd's always great, so it was good to be out there.
You guys have had a lot of momentum. You'd won 4 out of 5 coming into this one. Obviously a disappointing outing tonight, but what's the mood like in the locker room post-game in terms of where you're at and still trying to make a run at this thing and potentially get that play in?
Yeah, right. Like Dino said, the boys have had a great month. We've been playing great basketball the last couple of games, and I think the boys have obviously noticed that, and it's shown. And I think the locker room's just trying to feed off that and trying to get better each game.
Rajon, another huge game, and obviously you need to have his family out here permanently to play well in front of them. But,
yeah.
I mean, he was huge in terms of keeping you guys in this one tonight. What do you make of the way he's elevated his game of late?
Yeah, he's played 31, 32 minutes, and he's a -1 when he's into the game in a 20-point loss. So his impact has been quite significant. Yeah, I think offensively, as we saw the belief in his 3-ball has continued to grow and grow, and for him to shoot 17 is quite a lot tonight. But yeah, when he finds that balance of attacking downhill and getting to the rim or getting out in transition and shooting his 3-ball, and he's a solid passer too. Once he puts 2 feet in the paint, if he sees a wall, he's more than willing to pitch that out. And David was a recipient of a couple of those as well. But yeah, there's defensively, we keep finding him, tough jobs, running around after Vasiljevic and chasing through that and doing all those things. And I thought at times he tired, but I thought there was a really good second effort tonight. And it's like, do we have to arrest him, or do I challenge him to go an extra few possessions? And I thought that's really grown in his game.
What's the update on Barlow? Is he likely to be ready for next round?
Yeah, I think he should be pretty close. There was good improvement. But again, he has had concussion last year as well, so it's we'll be cautious with it and make sure he's 100%. Cheers. Merry Christmas.